In 2009, I was taking out the trash. And when I looked out, I saw a little girl pacing back and forth in front of my house. I said, "Hey, do you need some help with something?" And she said, "Yeah, I need some help with my homework." I said, "Go ask your parents. If it's okay with them, we're happy to help you." As we worked with her, we learned her name was Brittany. We also learned a little bit about some of our family struggles, like the fact that her brother was running in a local gang and that her bike had broken down and she couldn't afford to get it fixed. So my wife and I made an offer to her. We said, "If you're willing to do some yard work with us, we'd be happy to help you get the money for a bike." Pretty soon, she had enough money. But my wife and I decided to surprise her with a new bike instead. And when we presented her the bike, she flipped out and took off the street on it. My wife and I high-fived, and we went inside the house just to kind of reflect on what had just happened. About 15 minutes later, there was a knock at our door. When we opened that door, it was Brittany. Now she had two friends with her. Brittany informed us that they wanted bikes too. We were in a lot of trouble, and we just didn't know it yet. When we get our bike as a kid, it's a defining moment. It's a rite of passage in our childhoods, and it's a new feeling for us. It's a feeling that anything is possible. But in my neighborhood, there are kids growing up in environments that keep them from that feeling. From generational poverty to failing schools, the barriers to these kids seem impossible. So, the Bearings Bike Shop offers kids 6 to 17 years old the opportunity to earn a bike, master mechanics, and develop character that will help them deal with these barriers. When Brittany's friends came to us that day, we asked them if they would pick up 4 bags of trash off the street with us to earn their bikes. And then we had kid after kid after kid after kid coming to our house wanting to earn bikes. We had friends and strangers alike donating bikes to us for the kids to earn. As we worked with the kids, we realized that the bike was giving us a level playing field. We weren't doing something for them, we were doing something with them. And we learned that doing something with somebody was helping us to deepen the relationship with them. What we know is that when kids are coming out of challenging circumstances, there's going to be tons of bumps and bruises along the way. So, the Bearings Bike Shop creates a safe and trusting environment, and as their skills grow, they can begin to get paid for what they do. And this paycheck helps them to see that they have value. We like to say it's like working out. Lifting a few weights doesn't make you strong, but time and commitment do. And this is how we get them to build the muscle that they need to push through the barriers working against them. Measuring success when kids come from tough environments is never easy. We don't have a lot of kids that are ending up at companies and colleges yet, but we're seeing the tide turn. We see self-efficacy. Most of the kids when we started were at high risk of being in and out of jail. Now a majority of them aren't. We see positive life trajectories. Warren came to us as a kid from a neighborhood that's just been devastated by crime and drugs. But Warren had a knack for fixing things. So we offered him an internship. He became a part-time employee, and he's still working with us today in our retail bike shop. Another young man named Anthony came to us through our Gearing Up intervention program. And when Anthony came into the shop, he would just crawl underneath his bench, and he wouldn't talk to anybody. But now, Anthony's come out from underneath his bench. He's communicating with the staff, and he's giving them the trust, and he's engaging in the process of building bikes. Anthony just recently told his mother that the only reason he likes coming to school now is because he gets to come to bike shop. At Bearings, we like to say that trust is like love. It has to be given. And when a kid gives us their trust, we're in a place to build more than just bikes. Thank you.